Hello, everybody, and welcome to Street Champs. Shout out to all our sponsors. We love you guys so much and are so glad to have you. My name is Taya Dawn, Lil Tebe, Lucy Violet, and here today we have Eesa, our girl, and of course Deryk, you know him.
Yo.
So how you doing today, girl? It's nice to have you here. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me. There was a little bit of traffic on my way here, but it really wasn't that bad.
Awesome. Well, we're glad that you made it safe and everything.
Yeah.
So, let's just jump right into it. I guess we want to know, where are you from, first and foremost?
I'm from Denver. I moved to Pueblo when I was about 15, and then I just recently moved to the Springs.
Awesome. So, did you grow up in Denver, or?
Yeah, I lived in Colorado my whole life. I was really used to the big city, and then I moved. I don't know if you've been to my mom's, but when we moved to Pueblo, it was like a big change out in the middle of freaking nowhere.
Yeah.
Cows and chickens and goats and all that bullshit. It was like a huge adjustment.
So, back to that. So, came from the city and then moved to, the fucking country farm life, I guess you could say.
Sticks. Got my wooden boots on, and I moved to the sticks, and I learned how to cut my own piece of goddamn steak.
Riding tractors.
I I went to high school here, graduated here, everything, and
So, with your, childhood life, how did it start in Denver compared to once you moved here as a teenager?
a super different lifestyle completely. My parents were crackheads, but it was fun. It was fun.
So you did have both of your parents
Yeah.
growing up the whole time and everything?
They fucking hate each other.
Do they?
Yeah, but it's okay.
It keeps it spicy, if you will.
Yeah, I'm sure that their life outside of having kids is, probably okay.
It's like...
I'm sure they love each other.
That facial
deep
expression,
down.
you're like...
Were they really crackheads?
Yes.
Like legit on crack?
Yes.
For how long of your life?
I was still pretty young, when they quit. I wasn't old enough to, be aware of, what was going on. But when I got older, 2 and 2 put it together.
You kind of noticed the change
Yeah.
and, realized, wow, when I was a child, this is like...
But, no, it was a huge improvement when they got clean.
That's awesome.
We actually, had food in our fridge and
Oh, yeah.
had clothes, and I didn't feel weird going to school, and then eventually we got a nicer car.
But both of your parents are hearing impaired, right?
Yes, they're deaf. So I'm fluent in gang signs.
Gang signs. Can you show us a little, can you say street champs in sign language?
Street champs.
Hell yeah.
Can I do it again?
Street. Do it with me. Street champs.
Damn, that's
Hell
sick.
yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. So did you pretty much learn that from a young age? Or?
Yeah, I knew sign before I could talk.
Oh,
it was,
that's awesome.
A lot of people teach their children basic sign language, especially babies, to know because they can't talk yet.
Yeah.
To know what they want, more done, potty, eat, drink, things like that.
The essentials.
Yeah, so, and it's really easy for babies to learn that stuff. And, sign language is pretty easy to pick up in general.
Mm-hmm.
So, it doesn't come as a surprise to me when, children who grew up with households like mine, knew sign language before they could talk.
Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. All right, so, what about, other schooling? Did you go to college or, anything like that?
I wanted to. I tried, but I took, 2 classes, and it just wasn't my thing. I decided that, well, first of all, it's fucking expensive.
Yeah.
And it's just, what I was studying just, wasn't for me. So I just decided, I found a career without school, and, it's been working out pretty well for me. So I decided that work is just better for me than, going to get an education. Me personally.
Yeah.
My children, if they wanted to go to college, I wouldn't be oh, no, you don't need it.
Yeah.
But it's just me.
I feel especially nowadays, it's easier to make a living without a degree.
Mm-hmm.
There is so many options out there, in the way that, the job market, I guess you could say. Is that like correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like it's more open to people that do not have an education, even though like you might be very educated, but you don't necessarily need it.
Like these days, like it used to be you needed a high school diploma for like anything, but now it's like a degree is worth more than having a diploma, and a diploma is worth the same as not having one.
Yeah.
In my opinion, there's definitely more you could do with a
Excuse me,
diploma, but it's not hard, I guess,
Yeah.
to find a good paying job without.
Well, you're definitely making it sounds like, if you're living in the Springs and everything. I know the housing market really sucks right now,
Yeah,
so.
I'm trying. Well, it's not like where I live is like the best. My car got broken into like a couple nights ago. Yeah, they stole a gun and.
Oh fuck!
Oh,
Yeah, and
What are you gonna do about that?
we reported it. So, but what's fucked up is we called 911 and they were like, "Oh well, we can't really help you. You're gonna have to call so and so." And then we called them, and they were like, "Okay, like a detective will call you back or whatever," and they never called back. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's gonna catch a body.
Yeah, I
with
was
that
gonna
gun.
say somebody's out on the streets running around with your gun.
I always worry, like, what if it's somebody that lives in my complex? Because there do be people that, like, watch, you know? Like, I always wonder if it's somebody that lives in my complex, and, like, what if one day I get robbed with our own gun? And
That would
or
fucking
something
suck.
like
That.
that.
Would be a
Yeah.
plot twist. You're like, hey, I recognize that.
But
Like, give it
it's
back.
not, luckily, it's not the only gun, so stay strapped or get clapped, you know what I'm saying?
You're like, call an
You heard it
ambulance,
here.
but not for me.
Yep.
Sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on with my voice here.
Probably me all smoking like backwood next to you. I'm sorry.
Probably need to eat
I'm just
some ass.
kidding.
Yeah, that's all he asked.
Yeah, guys. Sorry, I got pink eye. I'm just kidding.
You got hair in your throat.
The peanut butter in the carpet is kind of.
No.
It's hitting today. The E.
It's a little
coli.
thick.
Okay. So yeah, with living in Springs and everything, how is that different compared to Pueblo? Would you say, is it about pretty similar, or do you notice a difference?
To me, it's way different just because I don't know my way around and, like, I don't really know anybody there. It's a lot prettier.
Yeah.
A lot bigger, but I would say, like, as far as the crime and, like, all the bullshit that goes on, it's basically just a bigger Pueblo.
Yeah.
But
Say it.
You're like.
Say it.
I just, I wouldn't rather live in Pueblo by any means. But if I knew Springs was going to be, like, so similar, I probably would have moved farther north.
Yeah, that makes sense completely.
But I'm okay with where I'm at now. Like, my apartment's, like, pretty nice. It's pretty big. It's 1,300 square feet, I believe, for a 2-bedroom, which is pretty decent.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
The only thing that sucks is I don't have my own fucking parking spot, so I gotta walk a
shit.
grip to my car, but
Damn, that sucks.
it's fine.
Foul.
Fail as fuck.
All right, so
I got a question for you. All right, so growing up, you grew up with you said your parents were addicted to actual crack cocaine. Okay, that's fucking really interesting. At what point in your life did they get clean?
I was probably 11 or 12.
Really?
And, like, I was oblivious to it back then. But as I got older and, like, more familiar with, like, the streets and stuff, like, with my past and all that other bullshit, it kind of made sense. And I was kind of like, oh, okay.
So did you start realizing that, like, after you kind of, like, got into, like, partying and, like, smoking and, like,
I think it was
else?
before.
Before?
Maybe, like, during my transition from, like, puberty to being a party thought.
Yeah.
But
I felt that.
but I eventually realized, I remember walking into my mom's room, and they would try to hide it from me. Like, they didn't do it in front of me or anything. But I remember walking to my mom's room and finding, like, a broken, like, it was a crack pipe now that I know. But back then, to me, it was just a broken, burnt piece of glass. And I picked it up, and my parents flipped the fuck out, and they were like, no, 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 no. And I didn't understand what the big deal was. Like, I'm like,
They're all in sign language, like, no.
yeah.
So put that shit down right now.
Oh, were they really signing no?
Yeah.
Damn.
But, that's, like, the only memory I really have that kind of, like, came with me into adulthood to be like,
kind of
oh, my
with you,
parents
like,
were crackheads.
oh, yeah.
And then, like the friends that would come around and, like, just
They
the
could
people
kinda...
that, it just makes more sense when you're older. And, like,
Yeah,
I'm glad that,
definitely.
like, I was oblivious to it back then because I still had, like, somewhat of a childhood.
Yeah.
But
at least it wasn't, like, completely, like, run down, going into trap houses.
They still,
back and
like,
forth,
they still
like...
were good parents. They still,
Yeah.
like, protected me and, like, took care of me and fed me. It was just, like, it was just a matter of money.
That makes a lot
Very
of sense.
impoverished.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, so...
So, or do you have a good relationship with them now?
Yeah, we're pretty close. They're, like, my best friends. I'm closer to my mom than I am to my dad. Just because I can trust my mom with my secrets. And my dad's, like... So, both my parents are very by-the-book, strict, religious. Like, they don't know about OnlyFans. Like, they don't know about half the tattoos I have. Like, that kind of stuff. So... I kind of, like, keep that away from my dad. But
Yeah.
it's funny, the other day, I actually asked my mom if she would still love me if I became a stripper. And she was like, what? You're gonna die.
She's like, actually...
But, like I'm comfortable enough with her to, like, ask her those things without worrying of her, like, disowning me. But
or, like...
my father,
spreading it
like,
around.
he's reliable. Like,
Yeah.
good to talk to about, like... love advice or like life advice in general, but my mom's like the go-to, like, secret holder, party goer, fucking this and that.
So how did they, like, react to you, like, when you did, like, start doing, like, your own thing, partying or whatnot? Did they care, or was it just like...
So I think when I was like this sounds so terrible. I think when I was like 16 or 17, they kind of just fucking gave up. They were like, there is nothing we can do to control this girl. Because for the longest, they were taking away my phone. Like, I got my first car, I think, when I was 17. Yeah, I was 17. They took away my car keys. Like, they wouldn't even let me check my own mail. They wouldn't let me, because they thought I'd, like, because the mailbox was, like, pretty far from our house, like, probably half a mile. And they thought that if I went to go check the mailbox, that somebody would come pick me up and I'd leave with them. Because they wouldn't be able to see. So it's, like, an easier escape route, you know? Yeah. Which I never thought of, but, like, kudos to them.
You're like, shout out for that idea, because I'm definitely going to use it now.
They took away my bedroom door. There was one point where, like, they freaking, like, literally cut the cord to all my electronics and, like, wouldn't let me leave. I couldn't take their car. I couldn't take my car. Like, all kinds of other stuff. And then I still ended up
You still found a way.
I still ended up doing whatever I wanted, even living out in buttfuck nowhere. So they were kind of just like...
If you got the right connections, then it's gonna fucking happen.
My mom
I can say that from
literally
experience too.
Yeah, I think you know the connections too, because you were with the same damn people.
We were in the same crowd, so
just
those connections we already know. Like,
floating in different waves, but we were definitely in the same ocean. Yeah, after a while, they were just like, "Fuck this, fuck that. If you go to jail, that's on you. I'm not bailing you out." You know, like, like.
And then you never went to jail, right? Or did you?
I may have a little bit of a record, but I don't have an adult record.
Okay, that's
I don't think.
Completely different.
I'm pretty sure once I turned 18, everything was gone. I think.
What'd you have?
I had assault charges, domestic violence charges, vehicular theft charges, trespassing charges. I was young.
She goes, the list goes on.
I was young, you know. Puberty kicked my ass. I didn't.
I said I was a city girl before city girls were a thing, so.
I was making that ass clap like Ray J before Ray J even knew. But it's funny because they were so strict and, like, didn't want me doing this and that. And, like, my mom used to be really conservative on, like, tattoos and piercings and stuff. And I think when I was, like, 15, I got my first tattoo. No, I got this tattoo on my collarbone. It says fuck.
Nice. Can we see it?
It's right here.
It's really dainty and cute.
It says fuck. Yeah. And my mom signed off on it without knowing what it said. And I told her it meant a completely different thing. Now, she knows
You're
now.
like, it's French.
Literally. I told her it was a different language, and she's
No,
like,
it says luck.
She thought it said rich for a little bit. She thought I tatted some guy's name on me, and she was pretty upset. But we solved that. It was all good. It's not a guy's name. I would personally never get anybody's name on me. You can't look at the name I have tattooed on my neck, but this is different.
Like, that's a different story.
It's like a memorial thing. It's not anybody I used to be in a relationship with.
It's not a man, so
It doesn't say Mark. A lot of people think it says Mark.
It's way longer than Mark.
Markatha.
Markantha.
But anyways, no, my mom was like super conservative on tattoos and stuff. And then she was kind of one of those people who was like, if you do this or that, like, I'm never going to speak to you again. And then it actually came down to, like, me doing it. And she was like, oh, like, I love you anyway.
Like, you're still my daughter.
Yeah. And when I turned 18, I can't remember how long ago. It wasn't long after I turned 18. It was like a few years ago. Yeah. I went through like
a little episode, a little thing.
A little crisis, you know?
A little thing.
And I got a really big tattoo on my stomach, on my stern. You want to see?
Yeah, let's see
No, it's awesome. I've seen it. It's fucking badass.
I got
Will you pass me that last twisted tea unless one of you guys wants it?
No, you got
I'll
it.
drink something else.
All yours, sir.
Okay, I gotta unbuckle here.
Give us the rundown tattoo tour with
Holy shit.
So
that's
I
tight.
have this.
I love it. That's probably my favorite tattoo
and this
of
was
yours.
like the first big tattoo I got. And
How
when
old?
I got it.
It's
really not that old. I mean, like, I have like these ones up here, like on my chest and stuff.
I'd say it was probably about a year and a half ago,
and these
yeah.
ones on my arm,
Because
so,
it was
like,
a little after I had my baby, I remember.
Mm-hmm. So it wasn't like.
You came in with like a big ass sweater and you're like all tatted up. We would
I know.
have loved to seen all these tats.
We can totally do a tattoo tour right now.
Yeah,
Like,
let's do
Yeah,
it.
we're-
Fucking-
I have
I'm
shorts
down.
on under. I have a tank top under. We could totally.
Yeah, we love to see it.
Okay, bet.
Do it for the people, you already know.
Yo, shout out our sponsors. Fucking, we got some codes now. Mention Street Champs or Still Spicy at Big Bear and get no delivery charge on your delivery.
I know you guys like it and your shit delivered because I definitely do. Makes it more
Pull my pants
convenient.
down, but I promise I have undergarments.
Even if you didn't, we do naked podcasts here.
Yeah, you're right.
So
I said, yeah, you're right.
this could just go on Patreon real quick.
Okay.
You don't have to wear the headphones if you're more comfortable without.
It's a
It's
fact.
fine. It works. So let's start from the beginning, shall we?
Yes.
This one. Okay. I don't
The
remember.
fuck story.
I was like 15, 16 maybe. And then I went to this one.
What is that?
Saturn.
Oh, it's Saturn.
It's Saturn. It looks like Saturn with olive picks in the side of it. It's not my favorite. It's okay.
It's
I'm
a
not
cute
mad at it.
beginning.
Yeah. I'm gonna get it covered up eventually. And then we got these. I got these, or this one specifically because I had self-harm scars. And this was actually one of the ones that my mom signed off to because of that fact. Like, she wanted me to, like, feel comfortable enough with it. And then it got fucked up in a car accident where the airbag actually branded me.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so
that
was
looks
super
like
fun. And then this one is a saguaro cactus, not taxes. And then this one. I'm going chronologically here by time.
Yeah.
This kraken, because octopus are my favorite animal, you know, and I wanted it to look hard.
Mine too,
Said I'm
actually.
a
I
bad
fucking
bitch.
paint octopuses all the time.
And then I got this one for Sean, who was a friend of ours that committed suicide.
Rest in peace, Sean.
And I
We
still
love
have
you.
yet to get it finished. It's been like a year and a half since I got it, and it's not finished still, but I've started other tattoos since then, so I'm not like super worried about it. But I love it still. And then I got some right here that I can't show you. It's a demon cat. Oh, no. This one, which needs to be touched up.
That one's cute. I like that
And
one.
then this one, it says bitches brew. I don't know. Can you see it?
Yes.
My ex-fiance's crazy fact, I was engaged for a fat minute.
Whoa, we'll get into that after this
Oh my
because
fucking God. His crackhead mom did it
Okay.
in his basement. And I was like, fuck it. And it actually hurt, like, really bad.
She's probably going super deep in that bitch.
Yeah. And it didn't feel good. And then this one that I just showed you. And then this is my most... Oh.
Other leg.
My most recent one. And it's still unfinished.
Oh, I see.
She's
It's like
going, she's going.
hands and snakes.
Yeah. And this one is a bitch. It hurts a lot.
Takes a lot of time and
It's been
effort.
like almost a year since I started it. Just because, like, the schedule... Let me pull my drawers up.
My draws.
Just because the schedule of, like, my tattoo artist and, like, when I can actually, like, go and get it done is, like, so spotty.
Yeah.
But hopefully this last session I get on it will be my last one.
Fingers crossed. I know
Yeah.
how tedious that shit can be.
But
So-
no, it's like... It gets to, like, a certain point where you can start feeling it in your back.
Like your
And that's when
nerves
I
just
got it-
like...
That's when I got it tapped out, usually, like, 3 or 4 hours.
That's it.
Excuse me. Thank you.
So, it's been a few sessions.
So are you just into like black and white tattoos, or do you ever plan on getting like any color or anything like that?
The only color tattoo is the one I have on my ass.
Oh, the cherries
So
or the
most-
cherry dice.
I didn't show you guys.
Oh, the face
I
tat.
have this one on my neck. And then I have this one on my face.
That one's probably my favorite. I
And
think
then
that one's
have
bad.
But yeah.
All right, so I really want to get into this. I want to hear about the ex-fiance.
Oh god.
At least whatever you think is appropriate to say on here, because I'm interested.
Shout out, Robert.
Shout
Robert
out
the
Robert.
man.
There's like multiple Roberts though, so we'll see.
I'd be dead if his name was really Robert, and
No.
we'd be like, yeah, we're trying to keep it anonymous, and we just...
I'd be like, cut that out.
So let's just call him Robert. That's always my go-to. You're like,
Where do I fucking begin? So, you guys are gonna laugh at me.
oh, we are definitely gonna laugh. Just kidding.
So, my cousin is like one of the closest people in my life, and he went to Job Corps. When he got out of Job Corps, he introduced me to his best friend, and we like hit things off or whatever. I was also like in a very vulnerable time in my life, so like if it was anyone, I probably would have hit it off with them. So, we like hung out or whatever, and then one thing led to another, and we were dating. We dated for like 3 months at this point, and then he proposed.
That is not a long time.
No, it's not.
And you're just like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I was like, fuck it, let's do it. Oh my god. And
like bang your head on the
and
table.
we got engaged, and we dated for like 6 more months after that.
So did he like buy you a ring and like
Yeah.
all that
I
shit?
don't think the term is dating. I think we were engaged for 6 months.
We were
Yeah.
fiancés for another 6 months.
I hate saying that though.
I'm not trying to trigger nothing, but we need the scoop for the people.
We were together for like 6 months after that, and then you know, the infamous Jay. That was in my life for a long time.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
He,
Otherwise known
Shout
as
out
Robert.
Jay.
otherwise known as Robert.
Robert the Second.
I hope Jay never watches this. He
won't.
came back into my
I guarantee
life,
he won't.
and I was like, I like you way more than this person I've agreed to marry. So we broke things off. I broke things off or whatever. And like, this was like a year ago, maybe longer. And like to this day, he still hits me up like, you're a piece of shit and I hate you.
Wait, the fiance or the infamous?
Not Robert. Robert only hits me up when he's drunk. Not recently. I haven't heard from Robert since like the summertime. Thank God.
Damn,
I don't want to hear from
you're
Robert
slacking.
again.
Just kidding.
No, I don't want to hear from him again.
Hit her up.
He had a little
No.
wiener.
What's little?
Like,
Tell him about the you know? Tell him.
so I have a little purple vibrator. That's
How you keep saying little? What's little?
I'm getting there.
Okay,
It's probably like, I have little
I got you
hands.
guys. What's little?
No, we talked about this last time on Still Spicy. 3 inches is not this, it's this.
All right. That's how big your vibrator is?
Yeah.
Your pointer finger.
Yes,
For the people
without the
listening.
nail.
Minus
Okay.
the acrylic.
And that motherfucker go hard. She got 3 modes and like 6 different settings.
It's a girl.
Yeah, her name Martha.
Shout out Martha.
Shout out Martha. You be doing me right. And it's bigger than him on hard.
Put your finger out again.
And
I
I
can't
was
even- yeah.
with this Robert for like almost 2 years. You cannot tell me I was like dick whipped.
Yo, I can't even hold you. That's the biggest dick I've ever seen in my life. If I saw that.
He said, "Wow, that's bigger than mine.
Yeah.
Are you serious?"
Yeah.
Pretty dense
Yeah.
too.
Yo, that's
Was it girthy or was it? Was there anything
It
that
was similar to
could
like
he
a
work
portobello
it, or, like-
mushroom.
Wait, why do you say that? Why? What is a
Was the head
portobello
large?
mushroom about? I'm imagining a mushroom because it has like an
skin.
umbrella,
It has like the mushroom head.
like an umbrella.
And then it was just like under, like, you get past
Like there was a lot of head, too much head.
It was a lot of head. It was a lot of head though, because his dick was not doing it.
It was a-
tongue game stronger than the dick game? You already
Oh,
know what
yeah,
it is.
I even
Oh,
with the
boy.
tongue game, I faked it every single time.
So
I
you
just
never
wanted
came
it to
once.
be over. maybe once,
For after 2 years.
but I had to help.
2 years.
How would you help? Oh, I thought like sign language assistance.
Yeah.
Okay, so what sign language assistance?
Subtitle.
I feel like technically it was sign language because I was like,
I mean, if you consider it sign language,
what's sign language for fingering?
preferably the ring. And
Which one do you use? Do you use these two or do you use these two? Because I personally use these two.
I use these two.
Weird. No, just kidding.
Why is it weird?
I don't know. I just feel like that's uncomfortable.
I feel like you get more of like, it's more like dick and balls that way.
You can feel the fucking nuts right here.
Yeah, the knuckles, the nutcles.
The nutcles. If you will.
So, I don't know how we got here, but yeah.
No, I kind of agree. Like I definitely. Like, would it be weird if I said I use my pinky and my ring finger?
I've never.
I personally am just more comfortable this way. Like, I don't know.
No, I'm like pinky and ring for show.
Why? I feel like your knuckles get
I can't.
in the
I'm not
way,
even
like, you don't
coordinated
even get
enough.
full depth
I'm not
with that.
coordinated enough. Look at my fucking fingers. I put my pinky.
No,
Like,
I'm definitely thinking about it. I definitely hit him with the pinky ring finger action, and I'm like,
doing the pink
scoop
one
it?
with the stick.
You
Exactly.
scoop it.
exactly like a portobello mushroom dip.
The spicy spinach artichoke.
Exactly.
Well, I'm allergic to mushrooms, so
So stay away from Robert.
yeah, Robert. Sorry about that. But I won't
Pretty
be
sure
hitting
Robert
you up anytime. Oh,
Robert. Yeah.
I hope Robert's not tuning in because I'm gonna get a little
too.
too deep with this.
It's fine. It's fine.
Robert's are notorious whores.
Robert's a Pisces. That's all I'm gonna say.
I think we're saying a little too much because now everybody's gonna know we don't
No.
fuck with Pisces men over here. I
There's
hope
not
any of you
enough-
guys are Pisces
Oh,
because
listen,
I
how
can't.
many are either of you Pisces?
I'm a Taurus.
What are you?
Virgo.
Virgo.
I was gonna laugh so hard if he said Pisces.
I would have been like, drop them. Let me see it.
Like out of the.
Wait, do Pisces have tiny dicks?
Apparently.
Really?
Every Pisces I've messed with. Let me just get into it. Okay. From like
We just moved the mic closer in your face, dude. Nice, thank you.
from like February to like September.
That's like fucking most of the year, isn't it?
Shut the fuck up.
It's like 9 months.
Okay, keep going.
It's like the duration of a pregnancy, all right? From like February to
Not that
September. There's no in between. Either you got a little itty bitty Peter, or it's like,
What?
What?
No,
and listen, the winter months, like October to January, pack it.
Yeah, I just want to shout out my
Pack it.
Sagittarius men. Here
I've
because
personally experienced.
Damn. But I feel like every guy probably thinks, yo, my dick's big, so I can't even say anything.
Every guy does think his
No,
dick
I've
is
had guys
big.
come to me and be like, I have a little dick, but can we fuck anyways? And I'm like, if you can work it, then it's working.
Thanks for being honest.
I will straight up tell somebody if their dick is too little.
Like, yeah,
Really?
that's not even
Like,
gonna
if they
fit.
ask, I'm not just gonna be like, oh, your dick's little. Unless you're, like, pissing me off and I'm like, yeah, you know what, shut the fuck up, you got a little dick. But, like, if a guy asks, like, is my dick little, and, like, I've seen it and maybe felt it, then I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm gonna be like, oh, it's average. Or
So
it's a
if-
little bit lower. It's a little smaller than average. If you got a big old fucking dump truck in the front, then I'm gonna be like, shit, yeah, bitch, you fucking packing.
That's a big old stick in there.
Oh my God. You got
Got a
the
baseball
anaconda.
bat.
You got the anaconda.
Because they don't want none unless you got buns, huh?
Well, lucky for you, I don't have the buns, so.
Oh, she's got the buns.
I got the brioche rolls, baby.
All right, so wait. I gotta ask the question that every guy watching this is wondering: what's a big dick? What you said a small dick is your finger.
That's
You-
a solid 2
like-
inches. Like, is that 2 inches?
Damn, that's a
look
shot.
at the similar.
You have a tiny finger though. Let's like.
Let's just shove this in our vagina real quick
Oh,
and
yes.
see.
I
I'm just
know.
kidding. Let's just
shove
let's
this in
take
our
a test
coochies
real
real
quick.
To me, big is like 6 inches and above.
That's what I was gonna say. 6+.
Jesus Christ, bro. Let me get out of here.
But
So get
if
out
you
of my
have
house.
girth,
Oh, yeah. That
then
makes a
I can
difference.
work with like 5.
And even if it is smaller, if you know how to work that shit right, then I
Yeah,
am
like,
fucking staying.
It's not like I won't. I mean, like,
imagine a guy pulls down their pants and it's like a little ass Peter. Would you give it a solid chance at least
I
once?
have every time.
Yeah, like at least once. Tell me not. And if like it's
That's
either
fire.
one and done or it's let's keep fucking for like the next 2 years. Like, and sometimes your personality matters.
But most of the time, it doesn't. And if you
Sometimes I said
if you can't work it in
sometimes.
the sheets, we can't hang it in the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
Period.
Wait, are you single right now?
No.
Sorry, guys.
I keep
Sorry
that
to all
part
my
of my
big
life.
dick men watching.
I keep that part of my life private, just cause like all my past relationships.
Wait, should I cut that out?
No. You can keep it in if you want. I mean, well, if we're talking about OnlyFans here, then maybe. I don't know. I'll let you decide. Like,
It changes very quickly at our age.
it does.
Things are still
In the
going.
past, I've had relationships that I've like put public, and it's not like I keep it a secret. I just keep it private.
Yeah, it's like there's a difference between a secret and privacy. You know?
Like I'll hold my loyalty and like my honesty and my commitment to that person, but I won't like go and make Facebook posts like, oh, my baby this, my baby that, like because
profile
that
picture,
gives
cover
it
photo and shit.
that gives an open to sabotage.
Yeah.
And if I'm happy with what I have now, then like I'm gonna keep it.
That
Keep
makes
it the way
sense,
it is. I'm
especially
gonna
with
keep
the
it-
experiences that you've had, apparently.
On God.
I think that might be your best in your best interest.
But the person I'm with now, he's really supportive of what I do, and he knows everything. I'm completely open and honest with him, and in a way, he's my coworker. If you're pooping what I'm scooping, and
He's my coworker.
yeah,
Coworkers do have a chance, guys. Don't give up.
he's only my coworker via internet. But
Via
no,
internet.
don't have sex with your coworkers.
Wow.
I don't know how I feel
Let me
about that one. Just kidding.
hold on, guys. I
I don't have coworkers.
We talked about giving little dicks a chance.
Oh yeah. Little dicks matter.
Little dicks do matter. Don't let them lie to you guys. If you have a little dick, it probably does matter. Just maybe do a couple tutorials on how to use it. You'll be all right. Also, learn how to eat coochie. And possibly ass if you're into that.
The tongue game does matter.
Also, if you can't do either of those, you can at least use your fingers.
You have options. That's all we're saying.
Yeah.
There's options.
There's more than one limb.
Fire. Yeah.
Try some foot stuff.
Try
if you're
toe.
into it.
You know,
What's the foot version of fisting? Fucking toeing?
ankling.
Ankling? Do people do that?
I'm sure we could. I mean, I'll get
Somebody
on
pull up
real quick.
Pornhub and like
Say less.
ankle in the vagina.
Oh, wait, I forgot to put my private browser on. Hold on.
I got a question for you while you look that up. All right, so I feel like we haven't even got to your OnlyFans yet, and I love it. So, you do OnlyFans. Mm-hmm. What age did you get into that?
I think I was 19.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit after I turned 18. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like right when I turned 18. I was like, oh, I'm gonna show my titties on the internet, but you know, it helped.
Said it made a difference. I'm sorry.
When I first started it, it was like all my stuff I would consider very amateur, like similar to like what you would find like if you looked up amateur porn and stuff like that. I only post like on my actual. What'd you say?
I was like, I'm always looking that up.
I only post like on my actual wall like lewds and stuff like that, and like teasers to videos, and like you have to actually like pay money or send a tip.
I love the search. Put in vagina porn videos. I don't see any though.
And so on and so forth, but
So
it was pretty easy for me when I first started it to like get a fan base, because not that I was like fucking everybody on the street or whatever, but I had that reputation just because like a lot of my friends were guys, and like I was constantly partying and things like that, so like of course everybody assumed that I was fucking and sucking everybody on the street, but that wasn't like the actuality. Like I did have like flings here and there, but it wasn't like everybody I came across like everybody thinks. Like I had a pretty good reputation for like being a homie hopper, when that never even happened. It was like, you know who I'm talking about. It was like two people that know each other out of like an entire friend group. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so because of that, I think it like spiked an interest, or like some kind of like attraction to me being like, oh, I have an OnlyFans, because whether or not people were saying that I'm fucking everybody and this and that, it was still like a large group of people who had like never seen my body.
Yeah.
So like you hear things like that about people, and like it's intriguing, like it's enticing. You want to see what it's about and this and that. And like some of those people from when I first started OnlyFans are like still loyal to my bank account to this day.
So. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I've definitely said that before. Like it sparks interest and curiosity, and be like, oh, I used to party with that girl. Oh, I used to go to school with that girl. Let's see what this shit's about. Like that really is like a big advantage, especially in like a smaller community like us. Bless you.
Thank you. Did you find a footing video?
I did not. There was like sucking toes and stuff, but nothing too crazy.
Damn, we gotta make it.
I agree.
On the still spicy set.
Open up, bro.
Open
Wow.
your coochie.
So all right. So getting into the OnlyFans, at what age did your parents find out that you do OnlyFans?
They still don't know.
They still don't know.
I would never tell them.
You think they're gonna watch this?
No, they're deaf.
That's fire.
Oh, that's fucking solid.
I've got it.
That is so solid. Like, yeah, they might watch, but they're not gonna hear it.
My mom's gonna see the link, and she's gonna be like, "Oh, look at my daughter." She's gonna post share it on her Facebook page, and her hearing friends are gonna be like, "What am I gonna give a fuck?" No.
You're a grown-ass woman.
I'm grown. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want with my phone. I'm gonna take booty pictures.
You can't take my phone away, Ma.
I'm gonna take videos of me pissing on top of a plastic bag if I want to, all right? All right, Kathy.
But does it sound like you're frying chicken when you piss? Be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
You know the sound of the pee? It's like in the toilet. It sounds like you're frying chicken.
People want that?
If you piss louder, apparently coochie's good, so.
Really?
I don't know.
Heard that.
I've heard people say it sounds like that she's frying chicken. It means her coochie's great.
I feel like if you have a like super strong stream, you should go to the bathroom more often.
Like you might have a mean UTI actually.
Yeah, take some cranberry pills, baby. It's okay. I know all the life hacks. If you don't have health insurance, hit me up.
Her Instagram will be linked below, and you can hit her up for health advice.
Let me know. I'm basically a doctor.
She's an MD without the license.
Don't, for legal purposes, it's a joke. But yeah, no, my parents will never know. And if they do know, I'm sorry. You guys,
Mom.
I know you guys raised better, but like,
is it a surprise?
you didn't stop me.
Like, is it a surprise?
You never checked my
You kind of
phone.
went against everything else that.
And like, not that I hit the genetic lottery or anything, but if I'm gonna be hot, I might as well be making money off it.
Period.
So shout out to my mom and dad, because without them, my OnlyFans wouldn't be possible.
Facts.
Said I wouldn't have been born and I wouldn't have looked this good.
Wow. You know, that's so inspirational.
It is. So for all the ladies that are watching and might be contemplating an OnlyFans, thank your parents.
Wow.
Because without them, you wouldn't be where you are now.
What's like one of the like weirder requests that you've gotten on your OnlyFans?
Oh God.
Shit and farting.
This isn't the weirdest, but it's the most recent.
We need both.
Yeah, no, I'll give you both.
Okay.
This person hit me up on Instagram, actually. They hit me up on OnlyFans first, but then, like, they canceled their subscription. I still get the money for that, by the way. If you cancel your subscription, I'm still gonna get paid for it. So you don't get free nudes ever. I still get your bank account. Thank you. Anyways. He subscribed to OnlyFans and then unsubscribed after messaging me, like, the stuff he requested. And then he hit me up on Instagram. So, like, I actually know this person. And he was like, my OnlyFans is acting up. Can you piss for me? I'll pay good. And I'm like,
We just talking about this on fucking Still Spicy.
I am not
fetishes.
opposed to doing anything for the right price.
You heard it here first.
I mean, like, it's not like I'll just go and, like, bang some hobo for, like, $60, but, like, like, if I can record it at home, like, right then and there, and you're willing to pay a certain price for it, then, like, hell yeah, I'll do it.
And the fact that we don't kink shame, but some kinks are a little bit out there.
I
all
don't
know
kink
there's
shame.
Some that are like,
I'm willing to try anything except eating ass. I'm just scared of butthole. We talked about this earlier. Not me. But
so if you need that, you can hit me up. She's opposed to it, but I'm not. So
$15 right this corner.
actually, maybe more like 25. But
no, he actually requests that I put my phone in a plastic bag, like a Ziploc bag, and then put it in the toilet and pee on top of it.
that's fucking badass. Are you kidding me? I would do that.
But I responded my prices for that kind of stuff, because in my opinion, like, if you want to see, like, my bodily excrement, like,
Your
it's
fluids,
the price tag is gonna be a little up. Yeah, I told him that. I was like, my prices for pee play are a little bit higher than, like, regular nudes and, like, stuff like that. And he just left me on scene. He didn't even care for the video after that. So I was like, that's fine. I'm fine with not digging into my piss-filled toilet with a plastic bag over my phone.
That's fair.
I think especially, like, local people expect us to have, like, famous people prices, because there's people out there that have, like, thousands to millions of followers that are pricing lower because they get so many people that will pay for it. But when we're local, especially, and we know you, I think it should definitely be priced up a little bit.
Do you ever get compared to Bella Thorne because of your OnlyFans, like the prices and stuff like that? Because I've had people literally be like, "Oh, Bella Thorne stuff is cheaper than yours." Well, Bella Thorne has millions of subscribers.
Yeah, like, she's making millions
so
of dollars.
her price could be
$2
$2 for a subscription, and she'd still be making racks off that.
Exactly.
Bitch, I'm a small town hoe.
Yeah, like,
The
you
fuck
know
do
me
you
personally. We sat next together in English class. Like, you can't pay me $10. Like,
Yeah.
Like, I know you out here selling fancy sunglasses and shit. I know you can pay me the extra
like,
15.
it's not that.
I know you work at Sunglass Hut.
Sure works.
He actually does.
In the mall. In the mall, you told me those
Do you know what I'm talking about?
shady ass Ray-Bans that broke.
Shout out
got the lighter?
Steven.
Shout out Steven, my boy.
We love you and we love it when you buy our content.
The weirdest thing I've been asked is, it's not an off-brand peanut butter, like it's its own brand, but it's like not a brand that anybody gets. It's the kind you get from like the school food bank.
Oh yeah, that one smacks. I love
Peter
that one.
Pan.
I love Peter
yeah.
Pan.
Peter Pan peanut butter.
Yeah, that's the best one.
I personally prefer Jif,
Me too.
but creamy. by the way.
Anyways,
If it's in my carpet, I want Peter Pan.
we don't need no peanuts getting stuck
Maybe
in the
I would
carpet.
consider eating ass if there's peanut butter on it. Not gonna lie. That's some golden retriever
I was
shit
gonna
to
say,
say.
that sounds like a fucking dog. Because we're dirty dogs.
You
know
know,
what we
I'm
are. You
dirty
know.
dogs.
I was gonna say it, but I don't want to say it because you know what I'm thinking. But I'm not gonna say it because
With a Belmont puppies.
yes.
Anyways, I was asked to get some Peter Pan crunchy peanut butter specifically, and I think it comes in like an orange label or whatever. To get that,
No, it's red.
it's red.
So
The creamy one is orange.
He's like, actually, I can prove it right here.
He's like, don't look at this weird hole in the middle of it.
I was the one that requested this content, but keep going.
He's like, anyways.
But they wanted that peanut butter, and they wanted me to have my entire foot covered in it, but leave the big toe and the pinky toe uncovered.
That's
So like
fucking
I had like a
sick.
sock on of peanut butter, but
Without
with
the
the big toe and the pinky toe uncovered.
So peanut butter fetishes are like a thing.
Fire.
I think it's like the texture for them.
Why? I
don't
mean,
know.
I'm not shaming you, but I just have like a question. Like, why? I don't understand. Like,
If you have a peanut butter fetish, comment below on why it feels good.
yeah, because I'm genuinely curious.
Especially if it's crunchy, because he wanted the crunchy stuff, and I don't know, like, I was gonna do it, but then
You
it
still
was,
should.
like, my morals kind of kicked in, and I'm like, why
Like,
not
am
the
I
whole
gonna-
foot?
Am I gonna drive to Safeway right now
Yeah.
and get some crunchy Peter Pan peanut butter and put my foot in it for like $15? Like,
That's like
is it
$2.
really worth it?
I don't know why I didn't.
Just like next time you're at the store, pick some up because he might be
Maybe I
watching
should
right
hit him
now.
up, like, hey, you still want that? It's been like a year, like, you still want that? I got my pinky toe and my big toe uncovered just for you, baby.
I will let it up a little bit if that's what you like.
I'll make it look like it was welded onto my foot.
Dude, you use like the whole fucking jar.
There's
Both
just,
angles.
like, you know, like those
Front and
molds?
back.
Those molds, like, you stick your whole foot in and then you pull it out and you make a candle out of it.
Yeah.
That, but fill it with peanut butter and then freeze it. I bet you could make money off of it.
Damn, that's fucking. I would buy that.
She's spitting some fucking sick ass ideas right now if you guys are interested. She's an
Hit me up
entrepreneur.
for some business ideas. I got you.
Fuck yeah.
Wow. You know, that really makes me want a PB&J.
This is actually, I'm
sick.
very hungry right now.
It's like, you know what sounds good? Some peanut butter on rye with a little bit of maybe raspberry.
And he has the Peter Pan specifically, so.
It was you.
This has been Street Champs.
Says we're out.
Peter Pan sponsor us.
Oh, fuck yeah. Love
Wow.
to hear it. Love to fucking hear it. We're here for the weird requests, by the way. Like
Yeah.
she said, we're open to anything. Some things might be a little interesting to us, but it doesn't mean that we won't do it.
Eventually I'll get there.
What
It
about
might not be first on the list, but
what about content with other people? You said your boyfriend is the main.
I've made content with other people, like, I've made girl-on-girl content, and, like, I have a lot of solo content, and...
It's like the complete opposite
Yeah.
of other people, but okay. He's like, I have solo content.
And...
hit us up for our collab pics.
Yeah, true. Me and her did a photo shoot together.
That's what I was nudging towards.
A lot of most of my content is solo. I do have videos, like, with other guys, and I mean, like, Another guy. Babe, if you're watching this, it ain't what you think.
She ain't cheating. She ain't skeeting and cheating.
I swear. Videos with other people, but mostly solo. Our
titties still touching those pictures, so
yeah,
it's close.
There's some booby action, so if you're interested.
Booby and booty.
And I want to say probably like less than 30% of my content is with other people.
Very specific.
Yeah, I try to
She's
do
got
numbers.
the statistics.
Quick maths.
Yeah.
It's full.
Okay. For sure. You think? Do you think you'll, if you continue on the the OnlyFans thing, if it's fruitful, will you eventually get into that content, or you think you'll just like stay with the stuff you're doing? I guess if it's paying off, why quit, right?
Elaborate.
I guess a lot of people, when you're making content, a lot of people feel like when you make quote unquote a hit, you feel the need to follow up that hit with like another hit. Right. So like you feel like they need to like push the limits more and more and more. Do you feel that need?
It's kind of interesting when you like put it into perspective, because the stuff I post is a lot different than the stuff I actually sell. So if I have a hit, quote unquote, then you're not going to know about it until you buy it. You're not going to know it's a hit until you actually see it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like my entire following is aware of this and wants more and like wants me to collaborate on it and move on with it and like go on to some extra like hardcore stuff that more than what I was doing before. It's like, it's kind of like picking fruit, you know? Like, you pick the fruit, you bite into it, it's super juicy, you're gonna want more. It's not like I mean, maybe if like, because there are people that are subscribed to me that I know. So like maybe if they're like talking about it like amongst others that might be subscribed to me, then it could get like, that's when like the weird requests come in. But it's never wall content, you know? Like I could surprise anybody with different private content.
So, like, on mine, like I said, like, I do, like, the censored stuff. So, like, let's say it's, like, the fucking top and bottom, but it's all censored. Like, and it'll show up, tip me $20. This will hit your DMs. And then, like, it'll be, like, you have $250 in tips. And other people can see that. So, like, do you do, like, similar to that? Yeah. So, like, other people would see, oh, shit, she's made $300 off of this one picture. So maybe I might tip too and see what everybody else is like getting at.
Those definitely help. Especially when it's like, I have this one photo on there where I'm just wearing a bikini top and then my bottom is like, my legs are like tied in rope and like the colors match, so it just looks like all one piece. And I posted that with like, tips. Like I always say, tips get goodies in your inbox. And I feel like it's pretty obvious, like if you're paying for this, then you're gonna see more related to this. So I'll do that, and then they'll like tip me publicly, like other people can see it. And sometimes I'll post like the really juicy stuff like that, and then like the goodies they get in their inbox is like completely different. So it's like not even related, because a lot of people thought that specific thing I was wearing was like one piece and they wanted to see more. But then you send them like a completely different lighting, and you're like, oh shit, different clothes, like different this. Like they don't even fucking remember. They're just like, nice. I
said I'm horny and I'm gonna jerk to it, so it don't even matter.
I do notice, like you said, like somebody sees that there's been $250 worth of tips under this specific post. Like the posts that are like that have the higher amount of tips, those people do want to tip on like the most, which is, I think, is kind of like, for me, I would want to post.
It's cool, don't worry about it.
I would want to tip on the posts that don't have the most likes, because I feel like that would get me the most noticed by the creator.
It's more exclusive. Like.
Yeah, but that's just not how it rolls,
Free game from the OnlyFans creators right here, guys.
Yeah, tip the photos that don't have the most tips, because we notice those.
That's very, very true. Because there are some, like, on mine, I know it's on my interview, but, like, there are some pictures on mine that, like, notably get higher numbers on it than others do, and even, like, the others might be, like, same or similar and just aren't hitting the same for whatever reason. I don't know. You tell me, I guess, so.
It's just a matter of preference.
Yeah.
I was talking about it with them earlier. Once I had gotten, like, more tattoos on my body, it kind of became, like, a fetish for everybody on my feed.
You can, like, hashtag, like, ink girls tattoo.
Mm-hmm. That's what I do on my Instagram is I hashtag, like, tattoo model and inked and things like that. And, like, it does bring a lot of attention to OnlyFans. Like, they do want to see a lot more, like, tattoos or piercings and, like, things related to such. So I think it's kind of crazy because when I started my OnlyFans, I didn't have as many tattoos as I have right now. Mm-hmm. And that's when, like
the audience kind of
that's
shifts.
when the, like, content, like, more than solo content was, like, requested. But now that I have more tattoos, it's, like, solo content is, like, more than okay for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you know who Marissa Cloutier is? Pokey Princess?
Mm-mm.
She's a...
Yeah, that TikTok girl. Mm-mm. The one that got canceled.
Mm-mm. I don't know.
She's from Springs.
Oh, no. Yeah. I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
What'd she do?
Nothing. She's just an OnlyFans creator. She has a bunch of tattoos.
I'm not sure she did get canceled, though, but...
What'd she get canceled for?
Because she left her child.
No, let's not even get into it.
Okay.
Because she left her child. Okay.
Yeah, we don't gotta.
It's not. It's alleged. I was wondering.
I don't know. I can't say anything, but.
But it's so going off of the OnlyFans into your personal life. Do you feel like you ever feel like an overlap where you're like, wow, I'm kind of like, maybe not ashamed, but like, damn, like I feel like these people like know I do OnlyFans, like fuck, like, you know, you ever feel that emotion?
Not that way about like what other people think, like sometimes. So my numbers on OnlyFans have dropped like dramatically because of just like mental illness. Like I'm not afraid to talk about it, but like my mental health like declined like crazy over the last summer. It was pretty bad, and like I'm doing okay now. Like I'm getting back into my content and stuff now, but when my mental health wasn't doing the best, it was more like it was a lot of critical, like self-critical judgment, and a lot of like, oh, I'm disgusting, like what am I gonna be like when in like 30 years when I don't look like this anymore and the only thing people remember me by is selling my tits on the internet, or like, do I really respect myself if I am doing this for money, and things like that. Like I'll get into my head about it, and like it'll make me not like grossed out about myself, but it'll make me like very conscientious. And it has affected in the past and maybe a little bit right now, but not so much because like I'm gaining my confidence back and I'm like rolling back into it. Like in the past it affected my self-esteem and like the way I feel about myself, and maybe like
what's that, your OnlyFans account, or what you said that you said that
just
that
like
affected my...
the way I'm not that OnlyFans is the reason my mental health was like decreasing or declining, but it was definitely like something to think about while you're overthinking already, you know? So it's like, well, I'm doing this, but why? Like, why am I not like an average self-respecting female that like anybody that fucking,
I know what
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that anybody would want, you know?
Yeah.
But I came to learn that it's not really, like, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, you're doing this because you can. Like
you're
you
completely
have
valid, and
you have the
path.
ability to, like, you have the confidence and the mental, not the mental capacity, but like the mental ability.
Yeah.
And like physical confidence and stuff. And I think it's like, I respect the shit out of people who can, like, continue to do it, like,
Yeah.
go on and on and on. But I lost, like, almost 300 fans because of my little mental health episode.
Like you took a hiatus. You took a break with no content posted.
Yeah. And it was just old content that I was still getting paid for. But it's crazy to think about that, like, I lost that many fans. But regardless, I was still pulling money out. Like, there was always content being bought. There was always somebody subscribing anyways. Like, if you have enough content on there, then you can take a break and, like, still profit. Like, not as much as I was when I was actively making content and, like, actively talking to people. And because a lot of it was, like, the boyfriend package, which I'll get into in a second. But, like, the boyfriend package, or a lot of people just wanted, like, validation. Like, tell me my dick is big, or tell me that I'm handsome, and, like, tell me that you want to be with me. And, like, things like that. When you take a break or a hiatus, as you said, like that, you don't get as much revenue, but it doesn't stop.
It's still profitable what you do have out there, for sure.
Definitely. And I think that's, like a really big perk of OnlyFans.
Yeah, definitely, because it always stays up there. It's always active.
Right.
Like, you can still profit off of posts from, like, a year ago. People will still tip on it if they want it.
Yeah.
Yada, yada, yada.
Definitely. And, like, even people that message me that, like, want certain things, I might already have those videos that I can sell to them, instead of, like, if it was during my break where I'm not feeling the best about myself or my body and, like, things like that, then I can still sell a video that I've already sold to others prior, you know what I mean? So it's, like, it's pretty easy to, like, stack, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What's the boyfriend package? You said that.
The boyfriend package is you pay $350 for 1 week of texting, not from my real phone number, obviously. You can FaceTime me whenever you want. I'll validate you. You can send me pictures. If you want me to send pictures, though, that's an extra $45. So, what, $385 in general?
Damn, that's actually really solid. I might take notes.
I won't go and meet them for safety reasons, and, like, I'm in a relationship and stuff, obviously. But it gives those people, like, a sense of, like, somebody needs them and, like, somebody wants them, and it just makes them feel good. So people do actually buy that kind of stuff. I think on my OnlyFans menu, it's priced lower than what it is now, but I have yet to make a new one. So when my prices change, I kind of just explain that I have a menu and it changes as time goes on, and, like, they're pretty understanding.
Boyfriend package.
Yeah, that's tight.
Yeah.
I'm taking notes on that one.
Yeah.
Because I never thought of that.
It is
Good
pretty...
shit.
I've had a couple of clients, I guess, that took the boyfriend package, and it worked pretty well for almost all of them. It was just one of them, they really wanted to meet in person, and I just wasn't, like, I'm not comfortable with doing that. I won't meet strangers or have sex with anybody that I'm, like, not involved with already.
Yeah.
So
you probably get a lot of people that are messaging you, like, let's collab, like, let's meet up.
I've thought about doing, like, collabs with other female creators, but there's still, like, it's still, like a boundary, I guess, you gotta, like, establish and see if you can cross.
Like, okay, user 1, 2, 3, let's go meet at the fucking dark alley.
No, I'm not gonna meet you at 7-Eleven to give you a blowjob for fucking $4. Like, that's not what it's about.
There is, like, there's a very fine line.
Yeah. Like that $2 that we talked about earlier. But, you know, what about, I'm going to start a fucking explicit Street Champs, offshoot. Like, she's done it. She's done an interview. It's never gonna be put out. Why is it never gonna be put out?
Because I got way too intoxicated and drunk, and I was
see.
Falling around.
I better see.
I don't even want to see it, bro. I'm fucking embarrassed of it. But we're gonna do another one in the future, so be looking out for that, because the original. If you're gonna pay for the original, maybe give us a fucking mighty price for that, because it's very fucking embarrassing.
No, I don't think I want to put it out, because I don't want to look like I'm like a fucking asshole.
I mean, it's consensual, so.
But, have you ever been hit up by like another like a bigger creator or like an equal size creator?
Yeah. There was this one girl, I think she's based in Denver. Me and her were like, we followed each other for free on OnlyFans through, there was a Facebook page for like OnlyFans creators a long time ago. And like, you could follow each other, like share each other's profiles, like for more clients and fans and stuff. And there was this one girl who was like, she was cute. Like, don't get me wrong, she was pretty and everything. But she was super like pushy. Like she wanted to do this and this and this and this by this time and that time and like
on a schedule.
Like, girl, I don't even know if I want to see your coochie. Like, you haven't given me any samples.
No samples.
Yeah, I got a specific type, and if you're not it, then we can't do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
It's not a super specific type, but like
you gotta be comfortable with it.
When it comes to females, I gotta know what their coochie looks like before going into it.
It can't be a surprise.
Because
like,
I'm fine with all labia types, no judgment. But if it looks dirty,
that is like a deal breaker.
What does a dirty labia look like?
Like, just like crusty.
Maybe not even just labia, just like
vagina in general.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Like, if it's just off-colored, fucking, if you can smell it through the screen, you know what I'm saying?
Like, oh yeah, she probably has gonorrhea. Like,
or like, you know, I don't want to get like a yeast infection from fucking with this one girl who hasn't changed her chonies in 3 days.
Yeah, I felt that.
Damn.
That's very no, that's like valid. That's very understandable.
So I'm pretty picky with my women. Mm-hmm. But I have a very poor type in men.
Yeah, I can't say I don't relate.
But I'm good. I don't have a bad type in men anymore though. I'm good. We're doing good.
Yeah, she's taken the high road with her dicks lately. Yeah, as you fucking heard earlier.
Sophistication.
We have standards now.
Size doesn't matter anymore.
It's career
does
type.
it? But does it? Yeah. So where the money at? Just kidding.
Wow. All right. So getting back into your OnlyFans, connecting with your personal life. Do you have any brothers and sisters?
I do. I'm the youngest. I have an older sister and an older brother.
Are they deaf?
Yes, they're deaf as well.
What?
So you're the only one that actually can hear?
Yeah.
Is being deaf like recessive?
Yeah, it's genetic. My mom, it's not genetic on her side. When her mom was pregnant with her, she got measles. So that affected the fetus to lose hearing. But it is genetic on my father's side. His parents are deaf. He has almost all of his siblings are deaf. I think he has 1 or 2 sisters who can hear. And like before, like the generations before, like they're mostly deaf as well.
Wow.
So.
That's awesome. Not awesome, but
no,
that's very interesting to hear.
Yeah.
I've gotten away with so much because they're deaf. I threw a party at my parents' house while they were sleeping.
They couldn't hear shit.
I mean, my mom woke up and came out and like saw the party was going on anyways and was pretty pissed. But if she didn't wake up, they would have never known. They would have never known.
That's solid as fuck.
Wow. Got any more questions, Taya?
There was one that I had now. I can't remember it for some reason. What the fuck was it?
All right, let's see.
I had it thought up in my head and everything, like when we were talking, and I was just like fucking.
It's gone.
Went out my ear.
Let's see if I bet I can come up with a good ass one. All right. So, future plans. Next, what's your year plan? What are you gonna do to expand the OnlyFans business?
I'm not so sure that OnlyFans is like a main concern of mine. It definitely like helps. Like it's like a good profit, like a good investment, if you will. But if an opportunity arises where like I can't focus on OnlyFans so much, or not that I like would stop doing it completely, but where like I would have like more of a limit to like the content I could make, then like absolutely I would take it. Like I'm all about the money. Like I want the most. Like I want as much as I can get. Like whatever I can get, I will get. So recently I was working for a an agency where I couldn't really post on social media or anything like that, promote myself, because of the company's reputation. I didn't want to deface it. I didn't want to be the reason it was frowned upon, like just that kind of stuff. And like they are the ones who told me like, you can't do this, you can't do that. And like I said, for the right price, I'll do anything, even if that means like putting a hold to the content I'm making. Mm-hmm. So I definitely want to continue making content, just because I feel like I have the ability to do it now, like while I'm still young and my body still looks good and like I have this attention from the fan base that I have. I definitely want to keep doing it and take advantage of the opportunities that I am given. But it's not like something I need to grip onto, you know? Mm-hmm. It's more like a side hustle.
Yeah,
and
that makes sense.
A side hustle that, like, there's so many things that you could do in place. So if it really came down to it, like, if I got to get rid of my OnlyFans and, like, what do bitches do these days? Sell lashes.
Get it
some,
while it's
some
hot,
shit like
guys.
that.
Damn, you can't just disrespect the lash queens out there.
No disrespect, but
y'all do your thing, but everybody doing it, so.
So it's a fat market out there, especially in town.
But
well,
I definitely want to hold on to my OnlyFans like as long as I can. As long as I feel like making content and like I'm good at it, as long as I can keep bringing in revenue. But, you know, eventually, like, in reality, for every creator, there's a point where the content is just gonna have to like stop being produced. Like, you can't make anymore. It's just like not for you. Yeah. Either you grow out of it, or you literally grow old, or like it's the same concept as being a stripper. Like,
I mean, there's still a market out there for old people. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
like,
you know, you're into what you're into. But if you think about like a stripper, like a stripper is a gig that you hold like for as long as you look good or feel good, or until you find something better. Mm-hmm. And that's like the same exact thing with OnlyFans. For some people, it's their entire career, and like I respect whoever can do that, because it's hard to like maintain and like keep yourself like looking good and all like, fresh and dolled up, but
using the write-offs and shit.
Yeah, for real. You do gotta pay taxes on OnlyFans, so
yeah, keep that into consideration if you ever are gonna make one, because it's gonna take a good couple hundred out of mine. 'Cause it's fucking complicated. Yeah, there's a lot more to it than you might realize. Yeah, you gotta do your research is a really big thing. I had to look into that shit a lot before I actually started it and realized what was really good with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know your mushrooms.
We're allergic.
Yeah. All right, Ted. Do you remember that question or?
I don't.
All right.
I've been trying to.
I think this was a great interview.
Yeah, absolutely. We're so glad to have had you and to talk about stuff from another creator's perspective.
Super cool experience. I'd definitely do it again. 10 out of 10.
Hi, you're welcome back, and come on, Still Spicy.
I will definitely. Let me know.
It's definitely with all the girls, so it will be a different environment.
I'm off work until the 11th, and then after that, I got weekends. So.
Well, we film Saturdays, so you know what's good.
Hell yeah.
All right.
All right, Ted, you want to take us out?
Yeah, all right. Well, thank you so much, Eesa, for coming on our show. We really appreciate it. Yeah, check out her OnlyFans. You already know. Check out mine,
Eesa Mia Mario, Yellow Scripto on Instagram.
Yes, it'll be linked below, like always. You already know. Yeah, my name's Teodon, Lil Tebe, Lucy Violet, and this was Street Champs. Thank you so much for having the interview again. And this is our boy Deryk. You already know him. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in and listening. We love you all. And again, shout out to our sponsors. You already know it's good.
Yep.